chance this time, and I know just what I'll do. Gonna take my life, give it to me. Gonna become what I came here to be. Gonna change my life, gonna be strong. Now I know where I belong. Now I know where I belong. See the sun climb up the sky to light another day. Gonna let it shine on me, let it take me on my way. I know where I need to be, 'cause I know where I've been. Found another road to walk, and I'm ready to begin. Gonna take my life, give it to me. Gonna become what I came here to be. Gonna change my life, gonna be strong. Now I know where I belong. 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 Now I know where I belong.
Passport, please. Are you here on holiday or on business?
I came to work here for a few weeks.
May I examine your camera, please? You?
Yeah.
And Madame is hoping to sell it here in Kenya?
No, I am a photojournalist.
Well, may I advise you that a license is required for all professional photographers? Tourists, of course, require none.
Well, then, consider me a photo tourist.
Madam, ducks. Jumbo, Mensa! Jumbo! Paddy's tours. You want Paddy's tours?
Are you the Mr. Taj who conducts special tours of the game park?
The very same. I am the Mr. Taj, cheap, cheerful, and informative. I expect you have chosen wisely.
I expect I have.
This way, you will not regret a thing. Anywhere you want to go, Taj will take you. Mombasa, Nanyuki. After you come through. And now, find your legs, please. So, it's all settled. Amboseli Game Park tomorrow. A wise choice, Mirza.
Nairobi is even more cosmopolitan than I imagined.
It's a very special city, Alma. We have all the modern facilities in the world. I could easily arrange for a special tour if you like.
Oh, I'm sure I would enjoy it. But what I am dying to have is a hot bath and a good night's sleep. I want to get out to the game parks as early in the morning as possible.
Ben Sab, I shall pick you up tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock sharp.
You better make that 6 o'clock, Mr. Taj. We have a 3-hour trip ahead of us in the morning.
Oh, for you are an early riser. Go ahead, Ben Sab. Do you always travel alone?
When I'm working.
But surely Nim Sab has a husband.
No husband.
A friend, then?
Mr. Taj, do you always quiz all your passengers this way?
Usually largest tourists tell all without being asked. Zebra. Poacher zebra, not gravy. No two with the same stripes.
Gosh,
Yes.
give me their names in Swahili. I want to learn.
Okay. Monkey. Nyani. Nyani.
Yanni.
That's right. Hippo. Kiboko.
Kiboko.
Baby zebra. Dodo ya pundamilia. Cheetah. Unduma. Impala. Swarapala.
Swarapala.
Lion. Simba. Twiga in Swahili. People of the Kamba tribe say that the Twiga helped the first man to descend to earth from the heavens by giving him a ride down his neck.
Gosh, they're fantastic. What happened? They're scattering. What is that man doing?
Poacher has killed the mother. It makes it easy to catch baby.
Well, we've got to stop him.
It's too late.
Poor thing. Well, at least we saved the baby.
Means Abby will most certainly die.
I thought these game parks were supposed to be protected.
Game wardens can't be everywhere.
Good afternoon, miss. Did you see anybody suspicious here?
You're too late. Amanda shot this giraffe with an arrow.
Damn it. Heard there was a poacher about. Didn't think he'd dare come into this part of the park while I was here. Crafty devil.
Well, can't you do something to stop him?
Not without evidence.
Well, I have your evidence right here. A telephoto shot of the poacher caught red-handed.
Splendid luck, Miss...
Bruce, Betty Bruce. I'll have the film developed immediately and send it to the authorities in Nairobi.
Oh, Miss Bruce. Other animals could be destroyed by that poacher while we're waiting for your film to be developed. I'm afraid I'll have to take your film temporarily. Then we can see about putting your fellow out of the giraffe killing business for a while.
Right, I'm pleased to help.
Thank you, Miss Bruce. We're deeply grateful. I think I'd better take this, too. Thank you. I'll see that you get your film back.
Well, we got here quickly. Gosh, I knew I should have taken that course in auto mechanics.
Jumbo Bonatage. Jumbo Bonamelville.
Can I help?
Yes. We've had a most unfortunate accident. I wonder if you could take the lady back to her hotel, please.
Chuck Melville,
Betty Bruce.
you picked a great place to break down. I'm heading back into Nairobi anyway. Can I drop you off?
Well, your description of the African fits Kamau. He's one of the most notorious poachers in Kenya. And the European, well, it has to be Ian Fielding. Fielding hired Kamau to do his killing for him.
Then I gave my photographs to the accomplice.
It does look as if he took you in.
What a fool I am.
Well, he's clever. Have to admit that.
Why don't they do anything to stop him?
Well, until today, there was probably never any eyewitness to their poaching. It's a pity you couldn't have kept hold of those pictures.
I don't know how I could be so gullible. That'll teach me. Never trust a man in a wrinkled safari suit with a crisp English accent. No offense meant, Jock.
None taken, Betty. I've got to make a stop in this village to see one of my guides. The wildlife department in Nairobi is open till 5, so we'll still have plenty of time to report your poaching incident. Hey, soba, mama. La quenya. Melotu will pen. Itu tulung goya okeju. Seri.
What was all that about?
Oh, her husband's stuck up at Maralal. Can't get back until the river goes down.
And she's to carry the firewood till he gets back?
Well, not exactly. She always carries the firewood. Women's lib hasn't arrived here.
She does that all the time. I didn't know how lucky I had it when I was married. Do you think it'd be all right if I took a picture?
Would you like to take a look around?
Could we?
Is photography your only work?
Pardon?
Well, it's just been my experience in this business that the moment a woman takes off her wedding ring, she puts on a camera as a sort of portable escort.
Mr. Melville, my camera's not my excuse for being here. It's my reason. I happen to be a damn good photographer.
Want to look?
How'd you hurt your arm?
Well, I was mauled by a lion in a hunting accident. That's what I tell my tourists, just what they want to hear.
You don't want to talk about it, huh?
Polio?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Seri.
I was a fool for being taken in by Fielding.
The only real fools I know are people who don't trust anyone.
Thanks. But I have no illusions about what happened this morning. What about you, Jack? Have you always been in the safari business?
No, I used to be with the Kenyan government. Diplomacy.
Oh, I should have guessed.
Why?
Because you're so charming.
Well, I can assure you, Betty, my admiration for you has got nothing to do with diplomacy. It's simple biology.
Mrs. Bruce, you are certain this is the African you saw poaching?
No question.
Most visitors to Africa would have a difficult time in distinguishing one African from another, especially at the distance you say you saw him kill that giraffe.
I have no trouble distinguishing between people, African or otherwise.
And this man?
That's the one who tricked me. It's clear they were working together, right?
If we had had that photograph, we might have made a case. But don't think you haven't done some good, Mrs. Bruce. Thanks to you, Fielding won't dare employ Kamau as his poacher for a while, now that we have your complaint in our active file. Thanks for bringing her in, Jock.
Last year in Ethiopia, I did a photo essay on people living in a leprosy colony. I managed to take the only photographs of Africa that nobody wanted to see. This year I decided to stick to the game parks in Kenya.
Always worked?
Well, over the years I've had a dozen jobs, but the only career I ever really wanted was photojournalism.
What about marrying again?
Well, now all I really want to do is take some good animal photographs. Everybody loves animals. Everybody except your, Ian Fielding.
Well, Ian's a rather special case.
You know him.
Oh, my family knew his family for years. They're very respected here. Then, when Kenya won its independence from the Crown 10 years ago, his family left. Well, they couldn't tolerate being governed by the Africans they once ruled. And Fielding stayed on. Then, when they stopped him from zoo trapping, he turned bitter and started poaching. Just a pity he didn't leave.
Why did you stay?
Well, Percival, too, would have been good to me.
Where would I go? I was born here. Kenya's my country.
Sounds like you lead a pretty good life. All those beautiful women tourists to keep you occupied.
I don't get involved with my tourists.
Bad for business?
Bad for pleasure. Well, tour guides can't choose the people they have to live with for weeks at a time, so... Well, I'm rather particular about whom I choose to sleep with.
Oh. Well, so am I.
All right.
Doc, here.
Fielding? Well, why not? It's best food in Nairobi.
Hello, Doc. Ian, this is Bruce, isn't it? Oh, how fortunate. I've been looking all over Nairobi for you.
I may be gullible, Mr. Fielding, but I'm not stupid.
Here, yours, I believe.
What's this?
Why, your prints. I did promise to have them developed for you.
I'm sure you've destroyed the film of your poacher.
Oh, I had no choice. If I hadn't destroyed the pictures, it would have destroyed the African. You wouldn't want that.
Somehow, Mr. Fielding, I can't see you as friends of the African.
That's because you know so little about the way it is here. I pay good wages to men who couldn't otherwise find jobs. In the process, I cull a few animals and reap a small profit. Without some killing, the animals would overbreed. And at the risk of appearing rude, what happens here is none of your business, Mrs.
I'm afraid you made it my business, Mr. Fielding, when you slaughtered that animal and stole my work.
Excuse me, I promised the Hendersons I'd have a rubber bridge with them before leaving. I stopped by to make amends. I see you won't accept my apology.
What matters to me is the life of a harmless animal.
I'm sure there are lots of stray, motherless kittens wandering around the streets of New York at this very moment. It amazes me you're not over there trying to save them all.
All right, Ian.
Mrs. Bruce, I suggest you stick to what you understand. Photography and sightseeing.
How can you be so civil to him?
Reggie, that's more of an accusation than a question. No one can change the way that man feels. All you're doing is upsetting us.
You're right, I'm upset. He strolls through your club as if he's just come back from a game of golf. Nobody cares that he's murdered a magnificent animal and left her offspring to die.
Betty, animals are killed, people are murdered.
I may not know much about Africa, but I know cruelty when I see it. And I may just see it a lot more clearly than any of you.
Why don't I pick you up tomorrow morning? Take you out on safari for a fortnight.
I couldn't afford your tour.
Oh, it's my guest. I've got a fortnight's holiday coming. Share it with me.
Let me see if I understand this. You want me to go with you into the bush? Just the two of us?
That's the general idea. Well, Swahili lessons included, of course.
Oh, you must have been something else in the diplomatic corps. Oh. My first drive through an African game park made a deep impression on me. I felt an empathy and respect for animals that up until now I had reserved only for people.
that transmits telephone calls via satellite to Europe and the States.
Right here next to the mass ice, still living in the Iron Age. What a contrast.
Well, on the side, I don't mind since it doesn't bother their cattle. And I like it. It's Africa. Yesterday and tomorrow in the middle of today. Sopa.
Ayungwa. Anyuga ngoro.
Sere.
Aye. Otomora mo ga ngoro yongro ga.
Such beautiful flowers.
Oh, it's an African version of your daisy.
Oh, this is a wonderland. I feel like a child here.
That's why I always come back. You feel what it must have been like before civilized man came.
Makes you feel like you're the first one to be here. You should name everything for the first time.
The wildlife here is mostly very shy. They won't come out in the open when people are talking. Some of the creatures look bold enough, but they have to have a bit of silence before they show themselves.
How long shall I be still?
An hour or two.
I don't think I could go that long without talking.
Well, I'll teach you.
Quite a meal.
Oh, you liked it?
No, it was terrible. I'm so glad there's something you don't do well.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm too happy. I didn't come to Africa to have fun. I came here to work.
Well, go ahead, work.
You told me there was some elephant over in the slope there?
Mm-hmm. Betty, be careful. Small woman walking alone. Could be mistaken by a leopard for a baboon.
It was Fielding who wounded it. I just don't know how anybody who'd ever seen a baby giraffe could kill it.
Betty, do you know what you've got? It's a rare and I regret to say incurable disease. Giraffe fever. The symptoms are an obsession with tall, shy, curious creatures, and everywhere you look you see large spots and huge brown eyes.
Well, perhaps I have, but I've never seen anything like them.
Very few people have. Now, the Rothschild herd inhabit this area, a distinct subspecies. They're a vanishing kind. There's nothing else left like them in the world.
The one I saw was so haughty and elegant. And when it left, I was left with a sense of unreality and regret.
Oh, I know the feeling. I have it myself. And you haven't even left yet. Don't go home. Why not stay here with me?
Because I can't live with you.
Why not?
Well, it's one thing to have a lovely private little affair, and it's another thing to live with someone. I'm just not that type. I'm a Lady from Baltimore. I'm not a jet-set adventuress.
All right, then. Marry me. Long nights.
I'm afraid so. Oh, it's so wonderful, Jock, that I don't really know what's happening to me. I mean, we don't even know each other. I think you better take me back to Nairobi now.
Go back. Well, before you see more of our country. Oh, I couldn't think of it. If anyone can get you in close to the Rothschild herd, it's Guy Atherton. I served under him in the army. After horses and giraffe, he's fond of whiskey and people, in that order.
Jumbo, habari.
Jambo sana Mamsapo, unaje? Naona kama umgeni lakini hata hivyo matumaini yangu kwamba tutajuana polepole siku za usoni. Ingawaje karibu.
He says hello.
Hiya, fella. You took a bloody long time getting here. Didn't have an accident, did you?
No, Guy, the whiskey's safe.
Good man.
Hi, this is Betty Bruce, the photographer I told you about. Betty, Guy Atherton.
How do you do?
Hi. We spotted a herd of Rothschild on the way up. Betty saw a calf who seems to be hurt.
Huh. Come on, let's go and have a drink.
Our Rothschild breed are really quite special. The males have 2 more horns than your common giraffe. They're larger and have whitish legs.
The aristocrats of the giraffe world, huh?
And getting more exclusive every day. They're as smart as they are beautiful, and rare as they are smart. They have the largest brain size of any hooved animal. They can outsmart any horse, except for Douglas here and Kibor's Turbo. Those 2 can get in amongst a herd.
Wait. See a baby giraffe?
Can we get any closer?
You can or foot. Come with me. Whoa. Diga for us. Watch out for snakes. There are a few about.
Oh, you sure know how to make a lady feel safe.
The object, my dear Betty, is not to make you feel safe. Let the giraffe feel safe. With us about. They're at ease now. They know we're no danger to them.
Oh, look at it. Is there anything we can do to help it?
Doesn't matter. This time next year, none of those will be alive. It's all over for the giraffe 2 weeks ago when the ranch was sold. The government's going to divide the land into 10-acre farms. New settlers moving in within a month or 2.
Well, the giraffe managed to live with your cattle.
Cattle feed off the grass, the giraffe off the tops of trees. No competition. But when farmers start putting in field crops, fences, the giraffe become a nuisance. They'll have to be destroyed.
Then it's inevitable they'll be wiped out.
As dead as the dodo.
Nothing is inevitable. Other endangered species have been saved.
Betty, it costs a bloody fortune to organize translocation. I thought of trying to do it myself, but my tact and organizing skills.
Well, couldn't you round up some of them? I mean, what about the hurt baby?
Last week, someone posing as a zoo trapper.
I knew it. Ian Fielding was here.
Betty. Fact is, she may be right, Jock. Somebody's poaching the giraffes, and I don't think it's the farmers yet. Betty, if you want to do something for that baby giraffe, I'll help.
How?
I'll capture it if you'll nurse it. My wedding present.
Just what did you tell him?
The guy's my best friend. I've got no secrets from him. He thinks you'll make an excellent wife. Once you've learned to ride a horse.
Jock, these last 2 weeks with you have been the best weeks of my entire life. I've been honest from the beginning. I came here to do photographs, to do something important, to do a book, to be on my own. This is all going so fast for me.
What about my life? Well, Atherton says the district commissioner will be round next week. You can marry us then.
You're not making this any easier for me.
Nyamaza tafadhali. You better know that if you take a second husband while this one lives, it will be bigamy?
Yes, I know that.
Do you, Jack, know that if you take 3 more wives, making a total of 4 while this one lives, it will be looked upon by all who know you as the indulgence of a willful and greedy man?
I do.
You.
Then, Betty, as this man's fast wedded woman, I pronounce you his principal wife.
I'm still trying to figure out how Atherton got the district commissioner to perform that outrageous service.
Darling, it's a standard tribal wedding ceremony.
Well, sure gets to the point. 4 for you, 1 for me. Principal wife. That was Ian Fielding in that truck.
Well, he still has a license to drive.
A truck that transports stolen animals?
Damn it, Betsy, I know you mean well, but stop jumping to conclusions.
What if I'm not jumping to conclusions?
Well, all right, it'll make you feel better. We'll get in touch with Atherton. It won't make any difference. If Fielding doesn't get the giraffes, the farmers will.
I'm going to accept Atherton's wedding present. He offered to capture that baby giraffe for me if I'd nurse it. Now I want to do it.
You're serious? Well, we can't keep a giraffe in my Nairobi apartment. There's something really special about this place. The driveway's a bit overgrown and potholed. It's nothing a bit of spade work won't put right. It's an old house. It's a lovely place, really. Charming. It's been standing idle for years. Lawn could stand a bit of trimming. We could put a lovely terrace and a garden here. A few windows need repairing, and we'll probably have to chase a few bats out of the bedroom. The fact is, it's a bloody wreck. It's much too big and overgrown for anyone in their right mind. That's why it's so cheap. was a crazy idea.
I think it's beautiful.
Well, actually, it's not quite as simple as saying, I'll raise a giraffe. Atherton doesn't own the Rothschild herd. Legally, all the wild animals in Kenya belong to the government. You'd have to apply for a permit first.
You have to have a license to own a dog in the state.
Are you really prepared to take on a pet that size?
I don't want to make a pet of it. But if we save even one from extinction, it'll be worth it.
I must warn you, giraffe babies need one person to relate to as a mother. But you don't want to be that person. You just want to be a giraffe herd member too.
Well, that'll be a novel experience.
Can you be a herd member, Mrs. Melville?
I will try, Mr. Mwenga. Now, do I get my permit?
Your property meets the minimum standard for supporting giraffe. I'll give you your permit, Mrs. Melville, and my sympathies.
You really think the giraffe is going to tear my life apart?
No, but it will gently nibble it to bits.
What are they doing?
He's trying to get as close as possible before they scatter.
Where's the hurt baby? I can't see it.
Oh, it's there. Right in front. Look at that man ride. Oh, he's going straight through the center of the herd. He's trying to cut out the baby from the others. He's cutting him out of the herd. That's marvelous. Come on, we can get closer to the action. Where do they go? It's two horses.
Atherton, he's all right. The Kabur isn't on turbo. Atherton, thank God you're all right. Where's Kabur?
Where's my beer? Boar's all right, he's over there.
What's he doing?
Sitting on your giraffe.
All right!
Hey, damn good. It's a girl. 8 foot tall, about 300 pounds.
How badly is she hurt?
Well, the wound's gone septic. Broken arrow still in there. Have to get that out.
Please don't be frightened. I love her.
Now remember, you don't want to be the mother, you just want to be another herd member. Hmm?
No chance of that. She hates me. Look at her eyes.
Oh, she's just frightened. She's probably never seen people this close before. First time away from the herd.
Gibor, can you deal with that arrow?
Dio, Buona.
This isn't going to be very pretty to look at.
Well, I'm going to be a nurse. I better start now, huh?
Here, let me hold her head. Oh, there, hold her. There, shh, easy. There. Oh, there. That's good. There's a good girl. Whoa, there, easy. Easy, Cabal. Oh,
Yes.
shh. Whoa.
Beautiful.
Whoa. Shh.
Operation successful. Gabor is a wonder. He's pretty certain he knows where that arrow comes from.
Fielding.
Yeah. If she has a better life, she has you to thank for it.
I'm glad I could do it. I should do more.
Guy, we cannot take the whole herd back to Nairobi.
No, but we could take a male in that way. You see, they could breed.
If, say, in 6 months, the female works out for us, we'll come back for the mate. I can ask Jock to take 2 Rothschild giraffes. He's less than ecstatic about one.
Easy. Watch your head. Easy. There. There. Hold. Mind her hoof. There. Easy, baby. Come on. There. Easy.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Good. We can done it.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Good.
And now to catch your mate.
Mate?
You're exhausted, and you must have a terrible hangover from last night.
No problem. My horse does all the work. He doesn't drink. I never felt better. Especially since you agreed.
I have I?
Oh, mate.
He's drunk.
I can see that.
Is he alive?
Just. That shortwave radio in the house, that still work?
Deal.
Can you operate it?
Was he?
Well, go and call the flying doctor service in Nairobi now. We'll wait here with him.
Hope he's as good a doctor as he is a pilot.
He seems to have broken everything except his spinal column and his ruddy neck. Well, we'll pour him in some plaster pajamas and keep him still, God help us, for the next month or so.
Kabor, you're taking whiskey.
Hawezi kwenda kwa ndege bila pombe.
Huyu ni mlevi chakari.
Let's get the stretcher from the aircraft. He says he won't get onto the plane without whiskey.
What if Atherton recovered consciousness?
The name Daisy? On that first day where you showed me those African daisies in the forest?
You're an incurable romantic. But I love the name.
I should never have allowed Atherton to talk me into anything so crazy as a second capture. I was still so exhausted.
Oh, Betty, you're not responsible for what happened today. Atherton may be in his plaster pajamas for a while. Dr. Mitchell says he'll be okay.
I still feel terrible about it.
Truth is, I envied Atherton today. Broken bones and all.
What?
I was jealous as hell. Just imagine the thrill and satisfaction he must have felt when he managed to rope Daisy. There's nothing quite like matching wits on horseback against a wild animal. I know, I used to be quite a good rider myself once.
There isn't anything you don't do wonderfully.
Yes, there is.
Name it.
Being father to a giraffe.
We'll see.
Come along, Daisy. Next stop home. Right. I'm gonna need your help. Now then, we just got to stay very quiet. Don't want to frighten her. Everyone stay very calm. We don't want to scare her. Right, Marcia, grab her legs. I'll get that rope. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this back. Come on. Now, just put it there so we can use it as a step. Right, now. Come on, my Daisy.
No, she's not moving. She doesn't want to come out.
Good. Okay. Shh. Watch your legs, Betty.
Buana Melville. Ma'am Saab. Trigger is not to exit Gary no matter how hard you pull. She plenty scared.
Well, you got a better idea.
For 3 shilling, Buana, I get Trigger in stable. I very familiar with Giraffe.
Oh, you bet he is. That's Kamal, Fielding's poacher.
Buana, time's very bad. 11 children and wife to feed. I look for work, Buana Melville.
Would you please get out of here? I do not want you around.
Ma'am Saab, Trigger will never leave vehicle without the use of proper methods. I accept job to help you. Buana, 2 shilling, eh? And Trigger in stable. Sasa hivi. Right away, this moment.
Jock, you are not going to let this man touch Daisy.
Well, we don't seem to have been very effective at getting her out so far, have we?
I will not let you frighten her. She has had enough for one day.
I will not even touch her. Hold that rope, please. Ma'am Saab, I borrow 1 glove.
Oh, come along, Betty. Just go along with him. We're not getting anywhere this way.
Chicken! Mazuri!
here, Mimi. Come. There we go. Quietly, quietly, gently. Okay, Daisy. Gently. There, my Daisy. Let me have that. Okay, my Daisy. Okay, my Daisy.
Twigger, come on, drink that milk. Please. Please. No, come on, Twigger. Twigger. Yes. That is it.
Look at that. She loves it.
That is that girl. You are a true love. Now, don't. Stand back. Hold that glove, please. Move out of that way. She's coming out. Come on, come on.
Well, I'll be damned.
Oh, you need a bomber. I build you beautiful bomber, very cheap.
Oh, no.
Oh, Ma'am Sab, 11 children of my family hungry. Food grown on small shamba of wife, not enough.
You are shameless coming to me for your work, as if I'm responsible for your entire family.
Buana, 20 shilling and I build bomber. A bargain.
Right. It's a bargain.
Jock, we can't hire this man.
Well, he certainly seems to know Giraffe. I don't see why we can't give him some work to do.
Because she would never be safe with him around. I can just see poor Daisy carved up his dinner for 13 hungry Kamau.
Ma'am Saba, wacha wasi. Yes, be at peace. I will not kill Giraffe unless you give me orders. Then I do it for you very cheap.
Now do you believe me?
Come here. You're wrong. He doesn't pretend to love her. He's just trying to strike a fair bargain for his services. He hasn't told us one lie. Probably can't get any work in Nairobi. Yeah. And we do need somebody who knows something about Giraffe.
And you really want to hire him.
Yes, I knew. And incidentally, you were responsible for him losing his only employment.
You call poaching employment? All right. You stay. But you take your orders from me. There will be no poaching, no killing of anything. You will be paid for each task you complete.
Santi San, Ma'am Sab. It's good, Ma'am Sab, is to pay for each job of work. If you are not happy, I leave. Now I build new roof, eh?
What roof?
Oh, Ma'am Sab, our stable roof rotted through, very bad. So I build new roof for 10 shilling. See? Leopard crawl through at night, hurt little Twigger fiercely.
Make you feel any better, I'll keep watch tonight.
Well, you have to visit Atherton at the hospital, huh?
Oh, Bwana Melville, come out, stay here, protect Twigger. Eh? I build bomber all day, keep watch night.
That's asking too much.
Service, not that to ask too much. Come out, sleep here. Eh? Very cheap.
You're all hard, Kamau.
Well, you can see she's had an active night.
Here, Daisy. Here, Daisy. Daisy. Here.
What do you think you're doing?
Here, you go. I'm trying to keep her from starving to death.
You look as if you're going to beat her to death with that car.
Come on.
Haven't you ever given sugar to a horse? You see? Small pieces.
Oh.
Easy? Easy?
Buana, let me have it. Give me that knife. Hold your hand. Oh, you give it to Twigger.
Daisy. Oh.
See?
Oh.
Twigger,
Nice,
not horse. Twigger
That's
is Twigger.
good.
See, Twigger eat leaves from trees, so you slice carrots thin like leaves. Twigger eat. Just so. You want some?
Great.
Yeah, you are.
Daisy. Here, Daisy. Come on.
Oh.
Oh,
Daisy. Who's pretty?
Congratulations. We have a mother.
The infection cleared up in a few days. Oh, she seems to like us.
Mind those hooves. She can give you a hell of a nasty kick even in play. Still a wild animal, fella. Don't forget that. The hell's that?
What? No, it's nothing. It's just a bit blurred.
Come on. Let's see it. My, aren't we petsy?
Petsy? What do you mean, petsy? A creature needs love. Everybody says that. The expert, you said it's... How long are they going to keep you in here?
They say another month. They may just say that to keep me quiet.
You must be giving them a hell of a time.
Me? No way. Perfect patient. Right, Kibble? You're astonishing good health.
And yours, Guy. And yours.
Let her finish.
Twigger is sick.
Sick? She never looked healthier.
Mom, full like dry straw. Sick giraffe. Too much milk.
That milk is perfect for her. It's the closest thing to giraffe milk we could find. It's got vitamins in it. Cod liver oil.
Mom said Twigger will be more sick tonight.
Kamal, you feed her that milk 3 times a day. Do you understand?
Yes, Mom said.
She's sick, all right. See how she's standing, tucked up, slightly hunched.
Maybe she just has bad posture for a giraffe. Let's call the vet.
We'll give her antibiotic for a few days. Put it in her milk, but try keeping down the butterfat. Feed her skimmed milk. That with the medicine might control the scouring.
This doctor gave us the exact opposite advice from the first vet. Doesn't anybody know what's wrong with her?
There's very little known about raising a giraffe in captivity.
Well, at least she's drinking her milk. That's good, isn't it? I mean, as long as she's getting nourishment, she'll live, won't she? Kamal, I want you to fix another bucket of formula for her and give her 2 more feedings before morning.
No, Mom said I cannot do that.
Kamal, when you came to work here, you agreed to take orders from me, remember?
Kamal also say he not harm Daisy. Little milk for Twigger, good. Much milk, by Asana. Oh yes, very, very bad. Twigger must starve 2 days, or she will die.
The vets have told us to starve her yet.
Vet, no experience raised small Twigger before.
Okay. We'll try it. Mwenga called this morning. Said he was coming by for a visit.
What did you tell him?
I told him that she wasn't any better. Jock, I really fouled up this time. I'll never let anybody try to save a giraffe again.
Mona, Mom's up. Come quickly. This morning I come to Goma. Twigger kicked me most fiercely, so I gave her carrots.
See? 2 days, no food. Make Twigger most hungry. She was to eat 12 carrots.
What's he doing?
Twigger is demanding more. But we not give her any till tomorrow. Then we give her little milk, huh?
Look, Jock. She's well. She's having a temper tantrum. Come on. So we starved her for 2 days, took her off the skim milk that the first vet prescribed, and put her on fatty milk.
Then she's better.
Completely. She eats dozens of carrots now and takes her milk without scaring.
She won't be able to find carrots in the wilds.
We have Kamau bring her thorn bushes.
Kamau.
We hired him to help with Daisy. At least he's not poaching, huh?
And you trust him?
No. But he knows I don't trust him. As long as he knows I don't trust him, I trust him.
I don't quite follow your logic, Mrs. Melville. The true test will come when you release her into the wilds.
Well, I don't have to do that till she's completely recovered.
Mrs. Melville, you have already told me. She has recovered.
How much longer?
I gave you permission to rescue a wounded giraffe, not make a pet out of it. I'll give you another month. After that, she must be released. Remember, she doesn't belong to you. By the way, Ian Fielding has taken a lease on the old Vega's place. It is only a mile or so from here. I thought you ought to know.
Did you know Fielding leased the Vicar place?
Well, you had quite enough on your mind with Daisy being so.
You knew that and you didn't tell me. You wouldn't poach here, would he?
Oh, certainly not. He'd never take an animal so close to home. Come to bed.
I'm not tired. I can't sleep now.
Neither can I. So come to bed.
Nice way with animals, Kamau.
Asante sana, Mansabu. Twigger is most delicious. Eh?
You mean beautiful?
Very tender meat there.
I am not raising Daisy to be slaughtered, Kamau. She's going to live to a great old age.
Old giraffe tastes wicked. Only good for water buckets.
Cut it out.
If Daisy is to grow old here, is to require a larger bomber?
Oh, no, Kamau. We'll have set her free by then.
We're going to release her into the bush, Kamau, so she can live as a wild animal.
Then you get another baby giraffe?
Oh,
come out. Yes, come out. Look after it like Daisy.
No. We've had quite enough raising Daisy. I'm sure Buena Melville doesn't want to be a mother again. What's wrong, Kamal?
My wife produced another son.
Well, congratulations.
He is to also need many carrots, like Daisy.
Well, you have a garden at your home, don't you?
It is too small, not grow maize enough to feed other children. No money to buy more land.
You see that spot of land over there?
I care for lawn, very cheap. There are many moles over there. Kamal have best poison for moles, huh?
No, I've got a better idea. Why don't we just get rid of the grass altogether?
Why not?
Well, do the land good to be worked. Vegetables and such like. Now, I'm not going to charge you for using the land as long as you don't charge me for getting rid of the moles. It's a trade.
Santisana, boy.
No, just you keep a good eye on Daisy while she's in the Burma.
You are too greedy. Yeah, hold on. There you are. Just a minute. Buona feeling.
Kamal, I've got work for you again.
Oh, I have work here.
A man lives by his courage and his wits, not by his sweat, Kamal. I've got man's work for you.
Kamal works here. Build bomber, huh?
I need many bombers, and I'll pay you well to build them for me.
I must ask Buana and Mamsab Melville, huh?
Are you fool enough to trust them, Kamal? Or have you forgotten it was Masabu Melville who went to the government and reported you?
Buana, please go. Buana Kabisa, please go.
All I'm asking is another 2 weeks. Is that too much to ask for?
2 weeks ago, Mrs. Melville, I gave you another 2 weeks. Now the time is up.
If I set her free, will you take steps to make sure that she isn't poached by Fielding?
I can't guarantee she will be safe from Fielding or from any other poacher. But every day you keep Daisy, you make it harder for her to protect herself when you do release her.
You win.
Mrs. Melville, I don't want to win. I want Daisy to win.
Well, the most important thing is that there's nothing in the way. She mustn't be frightened when we open the gate. Nothing must frighten her.
Matthew, take down the clothesline. I don't want to risk having her run into it.
Yes, Ma'am Sab.
Oh, Betty, make sure Shirley Brown's locked in the house.
She'll bolt for the bush like a streak of lightning.
Some lightning. Come on, Daisy. Oh, come on. Come on, my Daisy. Come on, Daisy. Come on, Daisy.
Come on, watch out, the barbed wire!
Barbed wire! Who told you could put barbed wire here?
Mamsa, if there was no wire, Twigger would trample vegetables.
Vegetables! You don't care that she's bleeding from your damn barbed wire? That she's out there frightened and will probably never return?
Mamsa, I did not mean to harm Daisy.
Betty, it was an accident.
I will pull up fence, Buana, and go away.
Kamal, that's not necessary.
Not even offered to try to find her.
Betty, for God's sake, how can you expect him to think of Daisy when he's worried sick about losing his only employment?
He has no feeling.
Damn it, Betty, he's worried about how he's going to feed his kids now.
Why are you taking his side? I'm going to find Daisy.
Darling! There's no point in us rushing around out here in the bush for hours. And Daisy will come back just as soon as she's calmed down. Well, just wait an hour or so. She won't miss her dinner.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Melville. It is Mrs. Melville now, isn't it?
Why's Kamal building that boma?
For my polo ponies. I've taken up a new hobby.
Don't play games with me, Mr. Fielding. That boma's for Giraffe.
Kamau has told me about your giraffe's accident. I also know how you treated Kamau afterwards. That's why he's here.
I don't care what you think about me. All I care about is Daisy. She is not going to become one of your trophies.
Betty, come along home. You've no right to be here.
Chuck, he's going to get Daisy. Kamal is building a boma.
I'm getting rather tired of this, Jock. Your wife has been trespassing on my grounds and in my private home. With all due respect, she's a damn nuisance and a meddler, and you're right, she's got no business being here.
Fielding, you better learn some manners, all right?
Oh, don't be a heroic man! Save your energy and teach some sense to your wife. I haven't got a damn giraffe here. As far as I'm concerned, both of them can go to hell.
Let's go home. Would you really have thought Fielding?
Yes. And what would it have accomplished? It's you I'm angry with.
I'm going to go find Daisy. The minute I saw Kamal building that boma, I knew Fielding was involved.
I doubt he'd do anything so obvious. It's not his style. It makes no sense. What motive would he have for taking Daisy?
A man like that doesn't need a motive.
He'll never understand Fielding, Betty. And he'll never understand an Africa that's been turned upside down. she looks fine.
Daisy. Oh. Oh, Daisy.
Take it easy. Take it
Scared to
Take it easy. Welcome home, girl. Come on. Come on. Come on, Daisy.
See the sun climb up the sky to light another day. Gonna let it shine on me, let it take me on my way. I know where I need to be, 'cause I know where I've been. Found another road to walk and I'm ready to begin. Gonna take my life, give it to me. Gonna become what I came here to be. Gonna change my life, gonna be strong. Now I know where I belong. Now I know where I
You think she misses other giraffe?
She seems happy enough. Perhaps she mistakes us for a pair of midget giraffe.
She'll want a mate soon.
A mate? My little Daisy? Certainly not.
Be serious, Jock. I see her stand there, like now, looking out, waiting for a herd that never appears. I feel rotten denying her the company of her own kind. Atherton was right. Made a pet of her after all.
Well, if that's so, then she's the master and we're the dogs. Look, she's chosen to stay with us. She could leave now, but she stays.
What kind of choice is that?
Sure, you can't want to return her to the herd. She'd certainly be destroyed there, along with the rest.
I think she should be free to live and mate and even die among her own kind. Jock, I want to save the Rothschild herd.
You are serious? You actually want to organize a translocation of some of the Rothschild herd to your property?
We've talked about it with our neighbors, and they're behind us, 100%. Including their land, we've got enough for a small sanctuary.
You need dozens of horsemen, vehicles, a large organization. The government simply cannot allocate that kind of money to your project.
We're not asking for money, Peter.
All we want is an order from your office delaying the movement of the settlers onto the land where the giraffe are now.
We'll organize volunteers. Believe me, we'll find some way of funding the project.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Melville. The new settlers have waited a lifetime for a plot of land. I can't ask them to put it off any longer, but the government will grant you a permit to move the animals, if you can accomplish the rest of the miracle.
Peter's given us permission to move the entire herd.
The herd? That's a hell of a good idea, fella. You'll need a small cavalry to do it.
We'll also need an experienced man to lead the charge.
No problem. I should be out of this place in a month.
Not too long. The first settlers move in 2 weeks.
Then you'll have to lead the charge yourself, fella.
Love to. Haven't got the experience. What we need is a man who's done it all before. A man of courage, determination. Now, I could assist that man, if that man agreed to take command.
I'm with you, Buena Melville.
Cheers, fella.
Why are we stopping here?
We're going to pay a call on Kamal's wife. I think we may have done him an injustice.
Jambo,
Sijambo.
mimi Jock Melville, rafiki ya bwana yako. Ninataka kumuona Kamal.
Kamau hayuko.
Unajua ni wapi ninaweza kumpata?
Nasikitika, sijui mahali gani aliko na mawiki sijambo.
She says she hasn't seen him in weeks. She knows that if he was well, he'd have returned by now. Pori sana. Kwaheri.
Asante.
Then it's settled. You sure the mole's attempt to translocate the Rothschild herd will not disrupt our operation?
Yes, I'm sure. It simply means we'll have to take some diversionary steps before we begin the capture. Only a slight delay.
Very well, Mr. Fielding. You know my timetable. You'll contact me when you're ready to make delivery.
I'll contact you. Okay, get in. If the volunteers do turn up, which I doubt, we'll have a nice surprise for them.
Volunteers?
That means work for no pay, Kamal. You don't understand, do you? Well, you'll understand this. Those Rothschild giraffe are worth £1,000 each. The rarer they get, the more valuable they become. Only we can't get them if they're moved to a game park. We've got to keep them at the Craig Ranch.
Yes, but Mr. Fielding, it is not...
Volunteers must arrive at the ranch in Eldoret by noon. Gives us plenty of time, Kamal. Come on, get moving!
Remember when you told me the only fools you knew were people who didn't trust anybody? Well, nobody's going to show up.
But don't worry, Betty. Kapoor and I'll go out and try and find a mate for Daisy.
Tizama.
Keep them together a few nights so that they begin to act as a herd before we release them. You men have got to help that group by acting as a wall, separating the adults from the young, forcing the giraffe into this boma. No medals will be given to anyone wounded in action. Just free surgery from Dr. Mitchell here. Any questions?
Are we going to select them by sex so we have even numbers of male and female?
Anyone who can tell the sex of a giraffe on the run gets a prize. We have to trust to luck and the law of averages. Any other questions? All right, let's go!
want to go further, let me help.
I'm paying you to help deliver this animal to Craig Ranch.
We'll be caught, punished.
Oh, rubbish, man. You've never been caught working for me.
Before that was different. Kamau does not like this.
Kamau doesn't have to like this. You've got no choice now.
You're holding up the rescue.
Be careful.
Don't worry. I'd hate it if someday some grandchild of ours should ask, what was the giraffe?
Good luck. I love you.
Right, open! Open the gate, come out!
No, I cannot.
Oh, here. Come out! Give me the gun! Get Dr. Mitchell.
Now,
Oh, son. Twika.
Don't worry. They're safe.
You must believe Kamau. Not harm Daisy.
Please. Don't harm.
If Kamau died, what happened to family?
Don't worry. We'll take care of him.
Thanks. I'm sorry.
The roundup was a success. Although we couldn't bring back the entire herd, we had gone a long way towards accomplishing our miracle. Once the giraffe were singled out of the main body, they were herded into temporary bomas. Later, we loaded them carefully into trucks which transported them to the plains near our home, where a safe sanctuary was assured. Then our thoughts returned to Daisy.
How's Kamau? Any change yet?
Well, Dr. Mitchell says he's still critical, but he's improving.
What happens to Fielding if Kamau dies?
He'll pay for it.
Still remember my first day here. Taj told me the animals at the game park would never be completely secure. Well, at least we're giving some of them a better chance, huh?
Well, there's still a lot of giraffe out there, but I was proud of that army of ours.
You were magnificent. All of you.
Mrs. Melvin, you always knew she would have to return him to her herd someday.
She looks so alone.
You couldn't have asked for more. She's free to stay with the herd now, or come back to us.
But will she come back to us? Will she remember us? We didn't see Daisy for a long time. Then, quite unexpectedly, after 6 months, she returned. Now Daisy is a member of two worlds and moves freely between the wild herd and our home.